Hey, what's going on guys, NinjaRex here, and today I'm bringing you the guide for Apollo. Apollo is a Greek hunter who is currently a top pick because of his strong passive and ability to rotate throughout the map with his ultimate. In mythology, Apollo is the god of music, the sun, and poetry, among other things. This video will cover Apollo's skins, his abilities and how to level them, what builds you should be using, some tips and tricks for him, an analysis of his performance throughout the game, and overall ratings for him as an ADC and a hunter. His passive is called Audacity. After 10 successful basic attacks, his attack speed is increased by 100% for the next 5 basic attacks, thus making his boxing incredibly strong if you are able to hit all of them. His first ability, or 1, is called So Beautiful. Since the removal of Golden Bow, this is Apollo's best form of wave clear for the early game. Around the mid game and late game, what I usually do is stop using it to clear the wave, but instead use it to poke out the opposing laner. His 2 is called Serenade. It is a mesmerize that lasts anywhere from 0.7 seconds to 2.3 seconds depending on its level. The enemies that are hit by this ability remain mesmerized until either the time runs out or they are hit by an attack. Additionally, while this is activated, Apollo gains anywhere from 10 to 50 physical protections, also depending on the level of the ability. His 3 is known as the Moves. It is a dash that applies a small speed buff and debuff for allies and enemies hit respectively. His ability also has a small knockback to enemy gods along with stacking Apollo's passive, depending on how many enemies he hits. His 4th ability, or ultimate, is called Across the Sky. Apollo will be able to roam the map in the air, and for every second he's in the air, 40 mana is consumed. He can choose a location to crash down, dealing damage to any enemies that he may hit. Level order. You want to max your 1 first, then your 2, then your 4, then your 3. With the recent 3.14 patch, Apollo's starting build might change. Devo Gloves is my preferred lifesteal item. To start, you can either go Death's Toll into tier 1 of Devo Gloves and get 2 potions, or go straight into tier 2 of Devo Gloves and get 1 potion. With any other hunter, aside from Jingwei and Apollo, I would recommend the Death's Toll start, but you can use Apollo's ultimate to get back to lane quickly with the Devo Gloves tier 2 start. After Devo Gloves, I go into Warrior Tabby, then Ichaival. After Ichaival, I go into Chin Size. After Chins, I go into Titan's Bane, and last item would be Odysseus Bow. I don't like crit, but you can always switch out items like Ichaival and Oboe for crit for items like Rage and Deathbringer. Okay, now for this section we're going to be talking about his phases throughout the game. So for the early game, or the laning phase, with the removal of Golden Bow, Apollo's early game isn't as strong as it was before. That being said, with his passive and So Beautiful, he should be able to clear the wave relatively easy. Mid-game. His mid-game is pretty much the same as the early game, with the added bonus of doing more damage as your level increases and your build progresses. His push potential is relatively unmatched with the help of his passive as long as he is ahead or even with the opposing laner. Late game. Late game is where Apollo truly shines, although he by no means lacks in other categories. Utilizing his ultimate and split pushing, taking out phoenixes and towers while your team distracts the enemy, is a simple feat for the Greek god. Additionally, his ultimate can be used to rotate around the map quickly, allowing him to be a great asset in team fights. Tips and tricks. One useful tactic when playing Apollo is frequently utilizing his 2. After a couple of levels, the Mesmerize will have a very long duration, and you can position yourself better to either make an aggressive attack or a defensive retreat using his 3 if necessary. If you use it to retreat, be sure not to attack the enemies you mesmerize. Since his 2 gives physical protections, when boxing an enemy hunter during the laning phase, you can use the gain physical protections to your advantage, and you don't necessarily need to take advantage of the stun aspect of the ability. His default model is a little outdated, it hasn't been updated since release in 2013, but by no means is it a bad default model, or is it the worst. Slick Shot. Slick Shot is his recolor, and I like the recolor and prefer to use the skin because the colors are clean and go well with his overall aesthetic. Battle Bard. Battle Bard is his tier 2 skin and is 250 gems. It's alright for what it is, but certainly not the best, and not my first pick for favorite Apollo skins. Elite Agent. Elite Agent is Apollo's tier 4 skin costing 600 gems. It has major animation changes, custom effects such as his chariot and his ultimate being transformed into a stealth helicopter, and also is accompanied by a custom voice pack. The skin itself is very well executed. However, in my opinion, the basic attacks that he fires are very hard to see, and there isn't a big effect that is noticeable, causing me to miss more basic attacks using the skin than any other. Team Solo Mid. This skin is an exclusive and currently unavailable. It has custom character animations and effects, but uses the default voice pack. The one thing I like about this skin is the ability effects and basic attacks, which have a visually pleasing color scheme of red and black. Cursed Voice. The Cursed Voice skin is in my opinion Apollo's worst skin. It is available through Cursed Promotions, and the voice pack is extremely annoying. Also, his jeans are whack. Vicious. This is Apollo's newest skin, available by attaining 8,500 fantasy points through the Smite Season 3 ticket. It includes custom animations and ability effects. I find it incredibly annoying, although the effects do look nice and polished. Golden, Legendary, and Diamond skins. The Mastery skins have all received a visual update where the body is normal skin and the clothes and accessories are updated for their respective skins. These skins look extremely good, and if I'm not using as Recolor or Battle Bard, I'll be using either the Legendary or Diamond skin. For the rating, as an ADC, I give him a 5 out of 5 or S+. Apollo's a top pick for the ADC role, as he doesn't easily lose lane to any other ADCs. Another ADC I would give a 5 out of 5, it would probably be Rama, just because he is one of the only, if not the only god, who can outbox Apollo if both of the hunters are evenly matched. Overall god rating, I would give him a 4.5 out of 5 or an S. Apollo isn't necessarily overpowered, but some of his abilities, like his 3, have a lot of small details that help makes the god a little over the point of balance. Next time, would you guys like me to cover Rama or Mercury for the next guide? Comment down below, and the god with the most support will become the next priority.